Hello students, welcome back to our online class. Students, take out your social science book. Today we will be starting one new chapter, that is Early Humans 2, chapter 3 of History. Take page number 17. After leading a nomadic life for thousands of years, humans gradually began to settle down to live in one place. This process started about 10,000 years ago during the New Stone Age. Many new developments during this time changed the course of life of the early humans. So, previous chapter we have studied about early humans 1, not it? So that chapter was all about the old Stone Age, okay? Then how they make tools and how these tools were used, isn't it? And in that chapter we have also studied that the early humans were nomads. Nomads means they used to move from one place to another with the herd of animals, okay, in search of a food and water. So now in this chapter we'll be studying about the New Stone Age, okay. Now this the nomadic life, they used to live in one place. Humans produce food. We do not know how humans came upon the idea of cultivating crops. Seeds thrown away carelessly might have sprouted and suggested to them the link between seeds and plants. Now human produce food. How humans came to produce food? See in humans do not have any idea of producing crops. Eating the fruits, so the seeds might have been scattered carelessly, and somehow from the seeds the plant grew, and by this way only they came to know that yes, from the seeds the plant can grow, and that is how to cultivate. The first cereals to be grown were wheat and barley. Grown during the primitive times were wheat and barley. So the early humans used to cultivate wheat and barley. Over a period of time, humans started cultivating more food crops. Sickles have been found at many Neolithic sites. They might have been used to harvest crops. Thus, from food gatherers, humans became food producers. Now, after they learned that wheat and barley can be grown, they also learned that yes, many crops can be grown, and that is how they have also cultivated many crops. Now, for harvesting, they used the tool called sickles. Okay, during the old Stone Age, the early humans were hunter-gatherers. That means they used to hunt animals and they used to eat. But now they are also the humans have also become food producers. That means they learned how to produce food crops. Agriculture changed the life of early humans. Their lives were settled. They did not have to go from one place to another in search of food. They stayed in one place and grew crops. They made mud houses near the fields. They cultivated fields, hunted animals, and made tools and weapons. Earlier, they did not know how to cultivate crops, and that is why they used to move from one place to another in search of food and water. Is not it? Because when the food is finished in one particular area, they used to move in another area. But now, as they have learned how to cultivate crops, so they used to cultivate crop in one field, and after that they build their mud house so they can settle over there and they can look after their field. Now they don't have to move from one place to another in search of food. Okay. The shift from gathering food to growing it was a major event. It is, however, important to understand that such changes did not happen in the course of a few years. Humans adopted and perfected farming over several thousand years. Also, they continued to hunt animals and gather food even after they started cultivating crops. Now, even though they have learned how to cultivate food crops, but it took several years to be perfectionist in cultivating crops, okay. But still they used to hunt animals and they used to eat the hunted animals. Now humans domesticate animals. Besides cultivating crops, early humans also started domesticating animals. They tamed animals such as dogs, pigs, goats, sheep, cattle, horses, and donkeys. Goats and cattle provided milk. Sheep provided wool. The horse and the donkey were tamed to carry burden. Animals were also a source of meat. Now the early humans also learned how to domesticate animals. That what are the domesticated animals now? Domesticated animals are like cow, buffalo, because of the goats. Is not it's how? Because they gives milk, and by that only we earn our survival. Is not it? So these are domesticated cattle. That means. So in the same way, the early humans also learned how to domesticate animals, and they used to keep pig, goats, sheep, cat and horses, donkeys, and also dogs. How? For eating meat also they used to domesticate. Then sheep they used to get goat, cow, sheep they used to give milk, and for that also they used to keep domesticated animals. And horses and donkeys also they kept. Why? Because they can carry the burden from one place to another. Now human invent the wheel. The invention of the wheel was an important step towards progress. We do not know how the idea of the wheel occurred to early humans. Possibly a log or a stone rolling downwards sparked this idea. The wheels changed people's lives in many ways. They could now go from one place to another much faster than before. They could also move heavy objects more easily. The wheel also improved pottery making. The potter's wheel came to be used during this period. Now the early humans also learned how. Early humans also invented wheel, but how it was invented, it is still unknown. Now when they invented wheel, now they can move from one place to another, and also pottery making has also been invented by wheel. Humans make pottery. Vessels were needed to store grains, liquids, and cooked food, and needed to be capable of withstanding heat as well. Humans learned to make clay pottery, which was shaped by hand, then baked in a fire. The potter's wheel enabled them to make pots of different shapes and sizes in much lesser time. Later, they started glazing and decorating the pots. Now, the humans invented the pot. Okay, now for what these pots are used? The pots are used for keeping water, then cooked food. So all these things were used. Then after that they learned many things about pot. Earlier they used to make simple pot, but now they learned to give design to the pots. Archaeological evidences. Archaeologists have found many evidences of existence of early farmers. Charred grains and seeds of wheat, barley, and many kinds of lentils have been found from Burzahom, Mehergarh, and other sites. Now, who are archaeologists? I have explained in chapter 1 of history who are archaeologists, is not it? Now, who are archaeologists? Archaeologists are those persons. So who is an archaeologist? Archaeologist is a person who is skilled in archaeology. What is archaeology? Archaeology means the study of the past by excavating material remains. Okay. So the archaeologists have found many evidences regarding this the Stone Age. Okay. Then those places are Burzahom and now where is Burzahom? It is in Jammu and Kashmir, and Mehergarh. Okay, in Mehergarh they also found the grains and seeds of wheat and barley and many kinds of lentils which were used during the Stone Age. So these are the sites. Now pit houses. Now what do you mean by pit houses? Pit houses means dug into the ground to make house and roofed over. So what happened? The early humans, they used to dug the ground, and they used to make house underground. Okay, then they used to give one roof to protect themselves from wind, rainfall, etc. Okay, so these are called pit houses. Now many pit houses have been found at Burzahom. The pit houses have also been excavated by the archaeologists in Burzahom, that is in Jammu and Kashmir. People use stone tools to dig circular pits into the grounds. Now, what tools they used to dug the ground? They used stone tools to dug the ground and to make houses. They then plastered their sides with mud. Okay, they then plastered the sides with mud. These pits were usually narrow at the top and wide at the base. Now, how it is at the base? Base means in the downwards it is very wide, and in the end is very narrow. Okay, narrow at the top. The pits that were deep had steps that led down. Ash, charcoal, and pieces of pottery have been found in these pits. Now, what have been excavated again? Ashes, charcoal, and pieces of pottery, broken pieces of pottery. These things have been found in the sides. Some of the pits had ovens made of stone or clay. Now see, these peoples were also using ovens. Not only we are using ovens, now we are using electronic ovens. They are having the primitive ovens made of clay and mud. Okay. These ovens may have been used to cook food. Perhaps people lived in these pit houses when the weather was cold. So when the weather was cold, maybe for to protect themselves from cold, they used to live in the pit houses, and this oven was laid for cooking food. The pottery, handmade as well as the wheel-made pots have been discovered from many sites. These were of different shapes and sizes. Some of them were decorated. The pots have been used as cooking vessels and to store grains. Now in these sites the pots have also been discovered. Okay, now what does this mean? The pots have been used to cook food and to store grains. Tools made of stone, bones and horns of animals have been used. So tools have also been found. Now these tools are made of stones, the bones of animals, and the horns of animals. Stone tools have been found in maximum numbers, but during the excavation the stone tools are maximum found. They include hand axes, scrapers, borers, cleavers, etc. So these are the name of the tools. Most of them were polished. That means they use sharp tools and very polished one. It is not the rough one like we have studied earlier in the Old Stone Age. The bone tools include harpoons for fishing, needles for sewing, and arrowheads, spearheads and daggers for hunting. So bone tools have been used for hunting animals, for sewing the clothes, then for fishing. Why do you think early humans made sewing needles from animal bones and not from stones? Now you think and tell me. Okay, so in the next class we shall continue the rest of the portion. Till then you read up to here, children. Okay, thank you.